Hey guys, Jersey Tooth here, coming at you with another video. Today's video we're doing something a little different. We're doing a compilation video. The first 3 battles are going to be with Razor Leaf Tropius, and the last 3 battles with Air Slash Tropius. They will be labeled on the video so you can tell. I know that a lot of the simulations and all the people say that Air Slash is the recommended moveset, and it probably is, but I've used a lot of Razor Leaf in the past and I wanted to test it out and see how it does in this meta. So I really hope you guys enjoy. Once again, I know I'm getting a lot of views with people that aren't subscribed, so hopefully you could just hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and get notified every single day when I upload my videos. The growing support has been so amazing. You guys are the best community in the world, and I cannot thank you guys enough. So I really hope we could just keep this momentum going to season 3. So without further ado, let's get into these battles. Is Razor Leaf or Air Slash the preferred method? Well, we got some battles here to test it out. All right, guys, see you tomorrow. Remember, you guys are awesome. All right, thank you. All right, guys, once again, thank you guys for watching. Let's get into these battles now. The first set here is going to be with Razor Leaf Tropius. So let's see what her first matchup is going to be against. It's going to be Yeast. 8823 is up first. Tropius into Raichu. With Air Slash, this really isn't a great matchup. Even with Razor Leaf, it's not the best, but they swap into Lapras, so I'm like, okay, this is going to be all right. And at this point, I really didn't think it was going to be an Ice Beam, but I knew they had some kind of idea what they were doing, so I shielded that up, and they shielded up the first one. Now we should be able to just farm this thing down. We are just going to shield this up. No, we're going to let this go through. It's not going to take us out. We're going to be able to Razor Leaf it down. So we won back. We still have switch advantage here. So Raichu comes back in. So we're going to bring in our Stunfisk here. We're still rocking that same team that we were yesterday, but we're just using Razor Leaf this time. So they hit us with a Grass Knot. That is neutral damage, so it does a decent amount of damage to our Stunfisk. So we're going to hit here with a Rock Slide. They used their last shield. So at this point, I'm going to shield, but they actually baited me with a Thunder Punch. So that was a good play on their part, and they bring in their Skarmory. So we're going to have 2 Rock Slides here to hit this Skarmory with. So we're going to go right into our Azumarill here. We got this thing almost in Hydro Pump range. So they're going to come at us with a Flash Cannon, but that's okay. We got this Hydro Pump before they can hit us with anything else, and it should just be enough to take out this Skarmory. And it is. And now here comes their Raichu. And at this point, they're gaining a lot of energy, which is not good, but they're going to have to actually use their energy, so that is really good for us. So we can come back in here and have this Rock Slide ready and take the match. So Razor Leaf right there did help us in that matchup with Raichu. So good games, trainer. Yeah, Razor Leaf doesn't gain energy as quickly as Air Slash does, but it definitely does chunk away at a lot of the meta. And this matchup right here, Air Slash definitely would have been better. But those Razor Leafs are still chunking away, but those Razor Leaf back at us are chunking away. So at this point, I probably should have baited with Leaf Blade. But we're going to try to go for the Hail Mary, but they decide to shield. So at this point, they're farming up a lot of energy, so I'm expecting a Sludge Bomb here. So I'm going to shield this up. And I'm actually going to just try to farm this completely down now. I know they can't get to another Sludge Bomb, so this is going to have to be a Leaf Blade. Yes, it is, and it doesn't take us out, and we're actually able to farm this completely down. So we have all this energy to come in, so Bastiodon comes in. This Leaf Blade is going to chunk away, so that's okay. We got 1 charge move off, and we have 2 counters to this Bastiodon in the back. So at this point, I'm going to bring in my Azumarill, and I know they're probably going to swap out, and there's the swap, and I actually have a Razor Leaf Shadow Ivysaur. Okay, those, as you can see, those Razor Leafs are chunking away on our Stunfisk. So we're going to have to try to win out this matchup. We're going to have to shield this up here. It's probably going to be a Power Whip, but at this point, it probably would take us out at this range. So we're going to hope that we can get to 2 Rock Slides. We're definitely going to shield this one up, and hopefully we can get to this next Rock Slide. It's going to be very close, and we're actually able to get there. So that is really, really good, because we did not want the Azumarill to get hit with 1 Razor Leaf at all. Those things just chunk away. They hurt without a shadow. So this Stone Edge coming through is not going to be able to take us out, and this 1 Hydro Pump is going to take out this Bastiodon. So in this matchup, the Razor Leaf did not really help us as much, but it definitely gave us a good start. With Air Slash, it might have been even a better matchup for us in the end, but we still came away with the victory. Panosac is up next. Tropius into Deoxys. In this matchup right here, Razor Leaf does help us out, because in the Air Slash version we do not win this matchup, but with the Razor Leaf we do win in the 1 shield. So that's what we're going to try to do here. First Razor Leaf coming through. They're not going to shield. They probably should have shielded that up. Now I can actually shield up this Rock Slide and can farm completely down. So this is the one instance where Razor Leaf did help us out. And we have all this energy. So they're going to bring in a Registeel. At this point, I probably should have just swapped right away. But I'm going to get some chip damage right there. I'm going to bring in my Azumarill. And I look back on this, I probably should have just brought in my my Stunfisk, but they actually switch into their Hypno here. See, if I would have brought in my Stunfisk, that would have been a better matchup for me, because now they can swap right into their Hypno, which I'm guessing is going to have Thunder Punch. And at this point, I've mistaken that they had one shield left, so I just shielded that up thinking they didn't have any shields. So that was not a great shield on my part at all. If anything, I should have went for another Ice Beam. And my switch timer's up. I should have tried to swap on the Thunder Punch. But at that point, I was kind of reeling about not remembering they had another shield left. So this Tropius comes back in, and we're not able to get to that Leaf Blade. So this Thunder Punch is going to take us out. Oh, it almost takes us out. And they actually bring in a Registeel to take us out with Lock On. At this point, I was almost close enough to get to an Earthquake, but they're going to hit us with a Focus Blast. It's almost going to take us out. And at this point, I should have farmed up even more energy. You're going to see how this comes back. I'm going to hit this thing with an Earthquake, and I kind of panicked here. I thought they had a lot more energy, so I could have got to an Earthquake. But I went for a Rock Slide, still hoping this was going to be enough to take it out, and it's not. So as you can see right there, they had 0 energy, and I would have definitely been able to get to an Earthquake to take this match. So that was a misplay on my part, but hey, good games, trainer. I think we have one more match here with Razor Leaf. I actually had 4 Razor Leaf matches. Let's see who we got up first here. I can't even say that name. It's a bunch of letters, so I'm just going to say, let's go, girl. Registeel to Tropius, not a great lead for us. So we're going to have 2 Registeel counters in the back. So I'm going to swap into my Azumarill here. Hit us with a Flash Cannon. This is another misplay, I believe. I probably should always safe swap into my Stunfisk, because there's always a lot more counters to my Azumarill than a Stunfisk. And I'm guessing that this Registeel probably might have been his Stunfisk counter. I'm not too sure. We're going to see what happens here in the end. And we're not going to... We actually thought we can get to another Hydro Pump. We're not going to shield that up because I did not want to use... I want to keep my shields for my Stunfisk. And they're actually going to swap into their Altaria. Okay. So if you would have seen there, I would have brought in my Stunfisk. They would have not been able to swap either, I guess. But we're going to... They tried to swap on our Earthquake, but we knew a swap was coming. So we're going to try to get this Altaria out as quick as possible. We're not going to use any of our shields here. We're going to hit this thing with another Rock Slide. This is not going to be enough to take out the Altaria, and it's going to be pretty hard to farm down. But we're going to attempt it. We're going to try. At this point, they're going to hit us with another Sky Attack, and I'm actually going to shield this one up. And I'm going to continue to farm down, and they're going to swap into their own Stunfisk. And I still have my Razor Leaf Tropius here. And in this case, another instance where Razor Leaf actually helps me out, because this thing is just getting chunked away. This is still a favorable matchup with Air Slash, but as you can see, I don't even have to use any charge moves, and I have all this energy built up on my Tropius, and I still have my shield. They're going to bring back in their Registeel. That's fine. I'm going to chunk away as much as possible on this thing. Wait for our switch timer to come up, and they have to use their energy, so I'm just going to let them take out my Tropius at this point. And then I could bring back in my my Stunfisk here. I was just going to farm. I knew they were going to try to swap on it. And now I have all this energy, and just one Rock Slide is going to be enough to take out this Registeel. So good games, trainer. Even with the mistakes, we're still able to take that game. So that was the first set of Razor Leaf. So let's get into these Air Slash battles now. All right. The Boozman is up first. Let's see how Air Slash Tropius works out. We all know it works great. All right, we got a Mirror Match Tropius. Let's see what they have. They also have Air Slash. So it looks like their attack stat might be a little bit higher than mine. So obviously they're winning CMP. Air Slash coming through. I'm going to go for an Air Slash here. This actually works out pretty good for me. You're going to see right here, I'm in the red first, but they go for a Leaf Blade here, and I don't think it's going to be enough to take us out. And it's not. And we're actually able to get to our Leaf Blade, but we got another Air Slash through on the charge move, so it's actually able to take them out. So we win switch advantage. Registeel comes in, takes that's fine. We have 2 Registeel counters in the back. So at this point, I'm going to bring in my Stunfisk like I should have been in the first set we did, because I don't want to let them know that I have my Azumarill, even though it's pretty obvious sometimes. Most people are running an Azumarill. Okay, we're gonna go straight for an Earthquake here, and this is where I know I need to bait, and I have to hope they're gonna call the bait. I'm gonna shield this second one right here. If they call the bait, I'm gonna win this matchup out with all my health. So I'm gonna farm a little more energy and go for the Rock Slide to see if we get the shield. And we get the shield. Okay, that's key because I'm gonna be able to get to an Earthquake before they're able to hit us with a Focus Blast. And this is gonna definitely be enough to take out this Registeel at this range. And they have their own Stunfisk. Okay, and we should be able to get to this Earthquake first, and we definitely are. And we still have that Azumarill in the back, so we're gonna swap right into the Azumarill. And I know it's GG's at this point. So good game. In that instance, definitely Air Slash was the right moveset. If we had Razor Leaf in that mirror matchup, that definitely would not have been good. And it definitely would have played out a lot differently. I'm actually thinking about putting Air Slash Tropius in the back today. So we'll see how that goes. Unag is up next against a Shiftry. This is another instance where Air Slash is definitely the preferred moveset because the flying attacks are super effective against Shiftry. And those Leaf Blades would be definitely resisted. So they swap into their Altaria. So I'm going to go right into my Azumarill here. Altaria definitely can almost win this matchup if he decides to double shield, especially with a little bit of energy advantage. But most of the times, Azumarill will win this matchup 98% of the time. So at this point, I figured they might be double shielding. So I'm going to shield. Yeah, I think really the only way you could win this as Altaria is double shielding and having Azumarill having no shields, actually. So they're going to bring in their Shiftry trying to hit me with a Leaf Blade, so I'm going to swap right into my Tropius. Right as my switch timer came up, we catch that Leaf Blade. That is great. So at this point, we could have probably farmed down, but I did not want to chance it. So we're just going to take out that Shiftry right now. Now Altaria comes back in. We're just going to get a little chip damage away from this with an Aerial Ace. So this thing's going to farm down, which is not ideal. So in the end, I probably should have farmed down and had less energy for Altaria. So I knew they had a lot of energy. So I'm just going to try to absorb all this energy by my Stunfisk. And now they're going to bring in their Deoxys. Okay, this is going to be very close. So the first Rock Slide coming through here. And my switch timer's up. So I'm going to go right into my Altaria here. Not Altaria, my Azumarill. I still have my shield. So I'm going to shield up this Thunderbolt. And I should have enough energy to get to the Hydro Pump to take out this Deoxys, and we are able to. It's going to be very close, but Altaria having a little bit of energy left. No, they used their Dragon Pulse. They didn't have any energy left. And we're actually, no, they actually get to a Sky Attack first, and this should be enough to take us out, but it's not, and we have an Ice Beam ready. So that was very close in the end, but Altaria goes down by the Ice Beam. Good games, trainer. Okay, I hope you guys are enjoying this little new video I got here. I mean, it was just an idea I had. I had two videos with different Tropius movesets, so I decided to just make one video out of them. And once again, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do. Hit that bell and get notified every single day when I upload my videos. And you guys are the best. I know you guys have been doing great. We just want to continue to grow. So, it's, Season 3 is just around the corner. So we'll just keep that momentum going, guys. You guys are the best. All right, let's get into this next battle here. We got Endesh25. Hey, I've been doing pretty good on these names today. All right, we got Haunter in. It's another case where, I don't know. I don't know if Razor Leaf or Air Slash probably would be better in this sense, but I know they're just trying to go for Sucker Punch. That was really too quick. But I think Air Slash is probably better off in this move because we're getting our charge moves off quicker. And Air Slash is just doing just as much damage as Razor Leaf would be doing. And they're just going for Sucker Punches. That's fine. We'll see if they want to double shield their Haunter. If they want to double shield, I'll go up to 2 shields and none. And they decide to. That's fine. And we're actually almost able to take it out. And at this point, I'm going to bring in my Stunfisk. I probably should bring my Azumarill at this point. But it's all right. We can probably take better anything this can throw at a Stunfisk. And we're able to farm down. So we have 2 shields and energy on a Galarian Stunfisk. That's a deadly combination. And they bring in their Razor Leaf Shadow Victory Belt. But hey, this one Earthquake is going to take it out. Bye-bye, Victory Belt. And they have a Machamp in the back. So we have our Azumarill here. We still have 2 shields. And I wasn't too sure how much a Cross Chop was going to do. So I just said, I have shields. I'm going to use them. Why not, right? I could have probably 2 shield deflected on them. But why do that at this point? So this one Hydro Pump is definitely going to be enough to take out this Machamp. I think even an Ice Beam at this range would be definitely enough to take it out. So that was a good game train. That was the first Shadow Machamp that I saw. All right, was that our last? I think that was our last battle. So we had a couple battles in Razor Leaf, good instances, and we had a couple battles in Air Slash. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. So until tomorrow, guys, Jersey 2 Foul. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know in that last battle I said Sucker Punch, and I know it's Shadow Punch, but Sucker Punch sounds so much better, doesn't it? I always say Sucker Punch. But yeah, I hope you guys really did enjoy the video. And we did something a little different. I know Razor Leaf has some advantages, but Air Slash is definitely the preferred method. It covers a lot more of the meta. And Razor Leaf doesn't charge as quickly as Air Slash, and you're already getting a lot of the grass coverage from charging up quicker with the Leaf Blade. But like I said, in the Deoxys matchup, Razor Leaf did help us out. In the Raichu matchup, it did help us out. But overall, you're gonna probably want to go with Air Slash. But you know, Razor Leaf does have a place in the meta. And once again, I want to say, if you guys have any battles in the Great League that you want me to shoutcast, hit me up on Twitter. I've been getting some people to hit me up. I just want to continue to look at some of your battles, and maybe we can get a shoutcast in before the end of the season. That'd make my day. I hope I can make one of y'all's day. So until tomorrow, guys, Jersey 2 Fountain, remember, please subscribe. You know you want to. All right, thank you so much.